minutes, the one with the little tick there. Back to degrees, so you do that by dividing by 60.
Wait, is it just it's 13.5, right? I don't know.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
So it's tangent of 13.5 equals h over x plus 182. All right, so you've got two equations and two unknowns. So the way to solve this, unfortunately, is you solve this equation up here for h. H is x times the tangent of 22 plus a third. And then you substitute that into here. This is a long problem. You're towards the end of the assignment. They're going to be a little bit more difficult. So you've got tangent of 13.5 equals x tangent of the 22 plus 1/3 over x plus 182.
Okay.
Depending on your comfort level, some calculators have solvers. You could go to a graphing tool. You can also do it by hand. I'm going to do it by hand just because I don't know what you want yet at this point to solve this.
I don't know either because I don't really know how to solve it. So yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to get the variables on the same side. So you first have to multiply both sides by the x plus 182. And that clears it out on the bottom. On the left side, you're distributing this tangent 13.5 to each of these. And so you end up getting x tangent 13.5 plus 182 tangent 13.5 equals x tangent 22 plus a third. I know this looks bad. You're really almost there, okay? We're going to move this x tangent to the other side of the equation by subtracting. Keep in mind the tangent of 13.5 is some number. It looks bad, but it really is just some number. So it becomes 182 tangent 13.5 equals x tangent 22 plus a third minus x tangent 13.5. And then you can factor out an x on the right. See how there's an x in both of these?
Yeah.
So that factors out tangent 22 plus a third minus tangent 13.5. Same thing on the left, that doesn't change. And then you divide both sides by this right here. The tangent of 22 plus a third minus tangent of 13.5 on both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy that there, put it over here. So that's your x value. So this right here is your x value, and that's where you go to the calculator to do this. So you want to make sure your mode is in degrees, or if you're using something online like Desmos Scientific, just make sure it's in degrees. Is that something you're comfortable putting in your calculator? Or do you want some help?
I don't know where my calculator is, so I've just been like using an online website. So
Okay,
I mean, I know how to put my calculator in degrees. I just haven't seen it in a couple days,
that's fine. So I'm gonna just do this calculation here and get a number here. Third minus tangent 13.5. I typically would ask the students to do the calculation with me just as a double check, because I do make mistakes. And like you found out, if you're just a little bit off, it makes all the difference here. 255.9251. This is not the answer though. They want the height. If you go back, I know we did a lot of algebra there. They want the height. The height is that number you just found times the tangent of 22 and 1/3. So you have to actually go back to this equation and use it down here with your x value. So your height is this number you just found times the tangent of 22 plus a third. So final answer here, going to the calculator for this again, is height looks like it ends up being, how many decimal places are we rounding to?
Let me check once. I don't think we're rounding to any decimal places. It just says around to the nearest integer.
Integer, yeah. So 105 looks like it'll do it.
Wait, so is that the final answer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 1 second, hold on. Let me just. One second, my birds are fighting. I gotta go calm them down.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, I'm back. Let me just put that in real quick.
Okay.
All right. And then I have one question left on this test. Let me just send the pictures through text 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, I think both pictures sent.
Yep, I got that. We just need the one for the problem, but I see what you're doing here, and I think that's a really good strategy to always kind of look for one similar, of course.
Thanks.
You're picking the most difficult questions, of course, to start. So you're getting your money's
Yeah.
worth today.
I mean, I only have, these are the only two questions I have left on the test.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
taking.
That's good.
So, yeah.
All right. So okay. So let me back up here. The hardest part is drawing the picture. So the fact that you already have these solutions is really helpful, because then you know how to draw it. And I guess my question to you is like, do you want more explanation about how to draw it, or can I just draw what they've given you? Use what they've given you.
I don't know, cause I mean, like, I want to know how to do it. So I can like understand what I'm doing, and if I understand what I'm doing, then it's easier to not forget things. So I'm not sure, just whatever you think would be best.
Well, so yeah, we're somewhat limited on time, so I guess I'll kind of do an in between, which is give you some information, but not all. So it says two docks are located on an east-west line. 2,586 feet apart. We've got that. Fantastic. Okay. The bearing of a coral reef from A is 63 degrees, 28 minutes. Your instructor, for whatever reason, is emphasizing that. Now, in this world of like shipping and boats and whatever, they always do it from the north. So this angle is made from the north. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, but that's what they're saying here. This 63 degrees and 28 minutes, which is really 28 over 60, is from the north. Let me finish this drawing here. So what that means, and that what might be important for you, is to actually find this angle, and I'll put it in blue here. This angle in blue is 90 minus the 63 degrees and 28 over 60. That's the angle you actually want in the triangle.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how they found that angle in the other one. Okay, angle A is just 90 minus the 63.
Yes.
All right. And then can I just divide 28 by 60 and then make the minutes a degree?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
awesome.
Exactly. And then the other piece of information, it says from Doc B, the bearing of the coral reef is 333 degrees and 28 minutes, which is really awkward. I'll just say that, like, this is not normal language that anyone in the real world uses. So you're supposed to know that this means from the north again, but it's this way, 333 degrees plus the 28 over 60. But since you only care about, I guess I shouldn't have done that in red, but I'll switch colors here. You only care about the green. The green is based on subtracting 270 from this. And the reason for that is from the north, if you go here, that's 90, that's another 90, 180, there's another 90, 270. So you're subtracting 270 to get just this part in the green.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
I'm
What
not
does
sure.
bearing mean? That's just like the bottom is part of it, right?
Bearing is like a direction that you're heading.
Why can't they just say that?
I agree. It's very, very annoying.
Yeah.
This is also an old style textbook as well. Like this, it's not really written this way anymore.
Oh, of course it is.
But they are happening to use it here. So you are looking for little b in this problem. So you don't need both of these. You just needed to get one of them to use sine, cosine, or tangent. So let's just use the one in blue here to keep it simple. If I redraw this, okay, and let's say we have A, angle A there, and B, and we have this number right here. You've probably learned by now sine, cosine, and tangent.
Yeah, I already know the SOHCAHTOA thing.
So A, relative to A, B is the adjacent, and this other one is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is always across from the 90. So in this problem, you're using cosine. The cosine of angle A, which is 90 minus the 63 plus 28 over 60, we're going to get that number in a moment, equals the adjacent B over 2,586. So I know this looks awful in here, like you would just go to the calculator and get that number. Your ultimate goal, though, is to solve for B. You have to clear out this division by 2,586. So to do that, you're going to multiply both sides by 2,586.
Okay.
And that's what goes in your calculator. B is 2,586 times the cosine of this awful thing here. So I'm going to go to my calculator and get a number for you. Does this say to round to any number of decimal places or the nearest integer?
Let me check. It says integer.
Okay. And let me, I don't know if I dropped in the chat yet. I really like this calculator. Maybe you're already using it. You basically enter it the way you write it, so you don't have to make a lot of judgments on what to do. You just enter it as you see. And I'll snip that in so you can see what I've done using
Awesome,
that calculator here. All right, so again, I just kind of enter it the way I see. it gives me the answer here. It looks like it's 2314 rounded to the nearest integer, like that.
Wait, so is the final answer the 2314?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Let me put that in real quick. 1 second. I totally bombed the test.
But how did we do on the last two?
The last two, yeah, those were correct, of
Good.
course.
Good. Well, that's kind of the tried out lesson here. Let me go and stop the recording here just to